Before I started taking my self-improvement journey very seriously, when I was about 15 years old, I was making these fundamental big mistakes that were keeping me weak and in the same spot for years. Most men nowadays don't even realize that they're making these mistakes, which are keeping them weak every single day. I stayed stuck, broke, powerless, while strong men around me were rising above. I wanted to become that. If you're making one of these 4 mistakes that I'm about to tell you, it's holding you back from becoming the man who you are meant to be. Not only the man you want to be, but the man you are meant to be. But here's the good news. You can fix them. So let's break it down, starting with the biggest mistake of it all, and that is lacking discipline. Weak men let emotions dictate their actions. I still remember when I was in high school, I had this little internship at this cafe that I had to work at for about 8 months or something. It was like 700 hours in total that I had to complete there. And the thing that I used to do every single morning before I went to that internship and before I went to school was 50 muscle-ups at 5 a.m. in my garden. I have this pull-up bar in my garden where I could just do pull-ups, right? Pull-ups, muscle-ups, whatever. And I used to do that every single morning, 50 muscle-ups before I went to school or to that internship. School was Monday through Wednesday and internship was Thursday and Friday. Every single day I used to do that. And I used to also post it on my Instagram story. The moment I actually arrived at school, right, at about 8 a.m. or something, people saw my story and they was like, why the fuck did you wake up at 5 a.m. and immediately did 50 muscle-ups before you came here? People were looking at me weird. And then I realized one thing. In order to be exceptional, you have to do exceptional shit. Every man nowadays, please understand, every man nowadays who is successful, rich, who has an entrepreneurial life, or even entrepreneurial dreams, does exceptional shit every single day to literally, by definition, be the exception from the norm. And that is something that you're gonna have to do too. But what is that gonna take? Self-discipline. Stop letting your emotions take over what you're going to do today. Stop saying to yourself, I'm gonna fucking record 3, 4, 5 videos for my YouTube channel, but then you end up never doing it and you end up eating a fucking bullshit meal that is gonna keep you procrastinating for the rest of the day. Stop doing it. This morning I woke up next to my girl, I went home, started recording, which is in the process of right now, started recording 5 videos. This is now my 3rd one. After I'm done recording every single video, I'll go to the store, come back, eat some food, go train outside, go do about 1,000 reps in my garden, push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. I did legs yesterday. Go back inside, shower very quickly, edit every single one of the videos that I've just recorded, upload them all for the upcoming week, and then listen to a podcast or read. The reason why I say it to you right now is that I can hold myself accountable because I want to be a man of my word. And everything that I say and that I set in stone for myself, I have to go end up doing. The reason why is because that is what a man is supposed to do. When he says shit, he needs to go do shit because now you have put it out there into the universe. Do you want to be the type of man who says he's going to train, but he never ends up fucking training? Do you want to be that type of pussy? I don't think you want to be that type of man. That type of man is destructive to himself. He listens to his own lies. He lets his emotions take control of his next actions, which are the most important actions, but he lets them go to waste because he worships his emotions over his discipline. Make a choice right now and start saying to yourself, fuck it. Let me do it regardless of how I feel, regardless if I'm motivated, regardless if somebody else tells me that I'm crazy. Let me go do it anyways because that is going to bring me to level 2. Now let's go into mistake number 2, seeking validation from others around you. External validation. Living for approval makes you weak, dependent, and fragile. The person who only trains when other people are looking at him training is the person who is never going to actually achieve his true goals that he wants to achieve for himself. Me doing reps outside in the garden, nobody sees me doing it. Nobody gives me a pat on the back and say, hey, Noah, you're doing a good job. Nobody telling me, yo, keep going. Nobody telling me, yo, Noah, you need to get up out the couch and go outside and do some reps. Yo, bro, you need to go record 7 videos for this upcoming week. Nobody is telling me to do that. I'm doing it without nobody watching me. I've posted 54 or 53 videos in the past 53 days. I've posted every single day for almost 2 months now, almost 60 days. And nobody is looking at me doing it. Of course, people know that I'm doing it, but nobody truly gives a fuck. They just witnessing the process of it. But I'm doing it all alone. And I don't need a fucking pat on the back of somebody saying, Noah, you're doing a good job in order for me to keep going. I keep going because I need to keep going regardless if somebody else likes it or not. Stop searching validation and a fucking pat on the back from people who you don't even give a fuck about. Because truthfully, most of the time, when we do want approval from other people, we search it from people who we don't really care about. We search it from people who don't give a fuck about you, who actually kind of dislike you, who actually kind of hate you. But let me tell you something right now. If you get a pat on the back from the people who you don't care about, who actually don't care about you, you're doing something wrong. People only give you a pat on the back when they realize that they are actually above you. So when you are constantly getting approval from your haters, constantly getting approval and a little nod like, hey, you're doing good, from the people who you don't give a shit about and who also don't give a shit about you, you are doing something wrong. The moment you start to rise above them, they're not going to do that no more, bro. So that is a sign for yourself. So hold yourself accountable and say, you know what? People who don't even give a fuck about me still saying, oh yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. They're not serious. They just notice that they can say that because they still are above you. The moment that actually changes and table turns, they are not going to be complimenting you no more, or they're going to be straight up hating you or asking you for advice. And the second one hardly happens as well. They're just going to be trying to pull you down because they don't want to improve themselves. So seeking validation from others is a waste of time. Focus on yourself and do your own thing. Then mistake number 3. Avoiding challenges and responsibility. As I said in my previous videos on masculinity, by the way, if you want to watch all my masculinity videos, go to the playlist section and you can view, I think, 10 plus videos on masculinity and everything that I basically have to say about that topic. Every single masculine man on earth holds himself accountable and takes on challenges. When you take on a challenge and it goes wrong, you need to hold yourself accountable for that it went wrong or something didn't happen right. It's obvious that when you fall flat on your face by a risk that you took, it's your fault. Stop believing in this fake bullshit that it's everybody else's fault when you fall flat on your face. When your girl leaves you, that is not her fault. That is your fault. You have done something. There is something in the equation that didn't went as right for her to leave you. If you were the absolute fucking shit in her life, she wouldn't leave you. But apparently you are not that. So that's the reason why she left you. Now, let's go into the second thing. Taking on challenges needs to be a part of your every single day routine. When you wake up, you need to be having something that you're going to fight for. I have this exclusive group, right? I'm not going to sell you. It doesn't even cost money. People can't even join in it. It's an exclusive club, which will be out for the public soon for a certain price. It's going to be pretty high ticket because I provide a lot in there. And people in there send their tasks every single day in the morning, right? So every single one, doesn't matter which country they live in, for when it's morning for them, they just send their tasks. I do it as well. And we basically just grind the entire day to complete those tasks. And if we don't complete the task, we ask everybody, yo, why didn't you complete the task? And a lot of the answers that I hear in that group is like, yeah, I didn't really try in the first place. I didn't really try at all. So let's say a task was, I need to go to the gym today, and they didn't do it. It was not that they took the risk of going to the gym, and when they got to the gym, they went home again. No, they didn't try at all. They didn't try it. And that's for most people. People who are interested in starting a YouTube channel and want to start creating content for themselves, they don't take the leap of faith to actually just fucking do it. They're scared for the jump. But when you are scared for the jump, that is when you should jump. This is the perfect opportunity for you to go actually improve yourself on the thing that you want to achieve, such as YouTube videos or content. So take the risk. Make everything a challenge for yourself. When you want to start something that is absolutely scary and terrifying for yourself because other people might judge you or you might experience a little bit of failure here and there, going for it will be the best option at the end. The thing that you got to understand about failure is that if you do not go for it, you're destined to fail. If you do go for it, at least you reduce the chances of you failing and you actually increase the chances that you're going to win. So when you're scared of doing something, fucking go for it, because now the likelihood of that you're going to fail is going to be lower. Then mistake number 4, and that is that they waste time on low value activities. Now, what do I mean with low value activities? Low value activities are basically activities that we do on a daily basis that keeps us very distracted but hooked at the same time, such as scrolling on our phones on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, whatever the fuck. Smoking weed that gives us that type of feeling that we do not really want to do anything. I've never smoked it before, but that's what I see with people. Drinking, which basically loses yourself. Everything that you are doing on a daily basis or even a weekly basis should be cut out your life that is distracting you from your purpose. If it's distracting you from your purpose, do not do it. Is scrolling on your phone distracting you from your purpose? If the answer is yes, cut it out. Is porn doing that for you? If yes, cut it out. If is alcohol doing that for you? If yes, cut it out. Is God doing that for you? No. Oh, God is actually promoting you in your process? Okay, keep it in your life. Your girlfriend? Oh no, she's actually very supportive and I work with her as well in cafes. Oh, perfect. Keep it in your life. My supportive friends? No. They absolutely support my dreams, and every single time I achieve a new goal, they reinforce that. Perfect. Keep it in your life. Everything that isn't something that you should focus on, eliminate it out of your life today. Now, before you click off this video, if you want a community like this, just go to the link in the bio, the top link in the bio. It takes you to the Improvement Club. It's all for free. You can join the 2 calls a week personally with me and with every single member in the group, and as well as my members in the exclusive group, which only 10 people are a part of, and it's very serious in there. They are also going to join the free calls. So I want to see you inside of there. And as always, make the sacrifice and stay resilient.